In today's episode of Street Notes, I am talking softly because my wife is still in bed. Usually I don't like to engage too much with people on the street, other than maybe a quick compliment or something after I've taken a shot of them, just to sort of ease the tension if they spotted me doing it. I prefer that kind of candid, unbruised moment, I guess, by me, without me having to set anything up. But in some cases, it's beneficial to chat to people and gain that access or acceptance, so that you can stick around and photograph whatever they're doing, so long as they can go back to being candid about it. There's not necessarily anything wrong with posing, but just the style of street photography that I like is generally a more candid, unposed sort of style, and I just think I don't sometimes have the brain power to chat to people all day long and set stuff up. And so I took a leaf out of one of my favourite National Geographic photographers, William Albert Allard. And I recently saw in an interview, not recently to be honest, I saw in an interview one time him talking about how he approaches subjects generally. It differs from one time to the next, but usually what he'd do is start to take pictures without permission from a distance and work his way closer. And then once he gets closer, he'll talk to them, gain that access, and then he'll be allowed to, be in their space and in their world and hang around taking pictures. So you'll see this in the GoPro footage, that we are just walking up 16th Street and we can see this group of people dressed like cowboys, cowgirls, Western Times sort of attire. And they're messing around, giving each other a hard time and just sort of having fun. And as we're approaching, we're taking some pictures, and as it happens, one of them struck up a conversation first, which was good because that gave us a sort of in. We're chatting to them for a minute. They told us what they were doing. They asked, what are we, trying to take pictures of, or are we tourists, basically? And we told them what we were doing. They were like, we'd love to have some pictures sent to us. We're always looking for new pictures. So that gave us that acceptance. So after chatting to them for a bit, we started to just take pictures as they were talking to us, and then gradually they would start to break away and go back to talking to each other and messing around and things like that. And we photographed through all of it.
You take one more picture of me, son,
this guy right here,
and we're going to have a problem.
Will you point your gun at me? One more time.
If you insist.
That's not the year.
I'm sorry, man.
Will you point your gun at me?
Oh, there you go.
And I wasn't really conscious of this sort of process at the time, and it wasn't till after and I was reviewing the videos that I realised that this was sort of that progression of what William Albert Allard said he would do. Most of the time the photos before he asked for permission might be throwaway photos, and once he got that access and talked to people, they would almost give him the photos. And I think that's what happened here, you know. We maybe hung around there for about 20 minutes, 15 minutes maybe, not even that, I don't know. But I got 3 or 4 pictures that I really liked myself and that were great photos for me, and it sort of fits in with William Albert Allard's way of getting that access for his documentary projects, and it played out on street photography in this instance. I won't use it all the time. I think I've used it twice without necessarily realising it, but I think going forward I will consciously note that if I see an interesting activity on the street that I think it would be good to hang around for a while, I'm just going to talk to people and be honest about what I'm trying to do, and hopefully they'll give me that access. I know this week's episode was a bit more of a lecture rather than the usual street notes type thing, but I felt that the sort of difference in the way that we approached that scene warranted a deeper explanation on the video like this. So hopefully you found it useful. If not, we'll be back to the normal style of street notes next time. Thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.